I think I would look at this in a very holistic way, which is the country has seen a de-equitization over the last 40 years. A lot of people think it's just been since the financial crisis, but actually this has been going back for a long time. And that is a real concern, because if pension funds, asset managers don't have the assets to invest in, we're not going to get the returns for long term. So it's a real problem for the country. And the issue really is the country is brilliant at startup capital. We're one of the best countries in the world to get entrepreneurs, innovators to create and set up businesses. They get tax reliefs through EIS and SEIS. Where we fail is that when it gets to scale up capital, these entrepreneurs build successful businesses, then want to leverage up. And we are very bad. I believe that the public markets are the ideal place for this to happen. We need to get that great capital that sits in high net worth individuals, retail market, and get the public back into public markets. And that is what's necessary. And that requires changes in rules, changes in regulations, but most importantly also incentives through taxation to retail to get them to participate this. Aquis has the license to operate a recognized investment exchange. And that means that we're the only other company, apart from the national market, that can actually go out and raise capital for scale-up businesses. And I think what is so important, what we're doing, is we're changing the rules and the regulations to make them more proportionate, to make them more appropriate, to make it more accessible, so that people can actually invest in what has been one of the most successful asset classes over the last 150 years. People forget that micro-cap and small-cap value and growth funds have outperformed every other asset class. We need to get the public to invest in these. We need to get the asset managers to invest in them. We need to make it simpler. It isn't. It's a very complicated process today, and what I think we're trying to do at Aquis is to make that easier, more flexible, but appropriate. This is not about lowering standards. It's about getting capital to businesses that need that capital. We will grow these businesses to become the unicorns of tomorrow. I think the issue here is that the market was always designed for a single national exchange in each country. And if you look at something like America, which I think is recognized as having the deepest liquidity pool, great values, is why companies go to NASDAQ out of the United Kingdom, it's because they've created a competitive tension between exchanges that has driven innovation. That's what we need to do in this country. We need to bring that competitive tension. We need to make certain that the regulations are appropriate and proportionate to allow that competition, and innovation will result in getting capital to these growth businesses, and we will grow these businesses in the United Kingdom to become the unicorns of the future.